learning process is not just a one-way transaction, but rather a sort of dance between learners with the guidance of instructors. But what makes MOOCs so interesting is the variety of learners from all different backgrounds, but who all come together to take the same course because of a common interest. It is specifically through course forums in MOOCs where we can see learners shine. That is, given that learners come from all over the world, the forum can leverage that to help others gain insights. By taking advantage of each learner's experiences, a MOOC can always find ways to encourage more active participation through open discussion. Recently, we have dissected the course forums of 3 of our own MOOCs, and through their analysis, we wondered, what can we do as the course team to make things better in the forum? And how can we get learners to make things better as well? Let's start with HKU 01X, Epidemics. This course was about the spread of disease and what can be done about it. There are many key terms and concepts to learn throughout the course, and as such, many learners continuously asked for clarification of course content in the forum. In order to encourage the learners to help each other out and not be spoon-fed answers, the TAs would maybe wait a day or two to give other learners a chance to answer the questions themselves. This not only encouraged the learners to interact with each other, but also help them build skills to look up information. TAs also helped by linking similar forum threads together so that other perspectives could be considered. By coincidence, the Ebola outbreak occurred at the same time when the course was first run, and this provided a great opportunity for the course team to use a real-life example to tie in course concepts. Just by the length of threads about Ebola, it is obvious that students do have the drive to connect with each other when topics are relatable and perhaps near and dear to the heart. On to the second MOOC, the Search for Vernacular Architecture of Asia, Part 1. This course focuses on the defining architecture of the peoples from all over Asia. Besides the TAs on the course team, community TAs are also chosen from the learners as a way to build a greater sense of community. What's great about these community TAs is that most often they lend an alternative, but just as knowledgeable a voice as the course team. For them, the course is a hub of opportunity to share ideas amongst classmates. In terms of tactics to maintain flow on the MOOC forum, TAs encourage deeper thinking through Socratic questioning. That is, asking learners to really dig out what it is they want to ask. Sometimes, through this process, learners end up being able to answer their own questions. Another tactic to maintain flow is getting learners to relate their own stories to the course content. Not only does this provide an opportunity for other learners to make comparisons and connections, but the active reflection helps learners to better understand course material. Fortunately, or unfortunately, the Nepal earthquake in April 2015 occurred during the duration of this course, which sparked several threads in regards to architecture conservation in the face of natural disasters. Again, like the Ebola outbreak, the flurry of posts increased to discuss these real-time issues. Lastly, the Humanity and Nature in Chinese Thought MOOC explores Chinese philosophy while raising controversial issues about beliefs and hypothetical scenarios. Interestingly, we were fortunate that some of the learners within the course were philosophy instructors themselves. This made for some very animated discussions within the forum that linked with content way beyond the course. The course instructor also became more engaged as he became more familiar with navigating the MOOC platform. Maybe it was the instructor's easygoing nature and positive attitude towards connecting with the learners that really sustained engagement in the forum. We have to remember that forums are pretty much the only direct contact learners have with the course team. Discussions and threads tended to be open-ended, which allowed conversations to flow between learners. Rather than simply asking only factual questions, the course material provided learners with several philosophical viewpoints. The key was how to solve a relationship problem based on a particular philosopher's rhetoric. However, an important point to note is that judging forum presence would be impractical for learner assessment. If learners were forced to participate, the quality of posts may suffer, and the course team would be drowning by the sheer volume of responses to review. Everything aside, what works best is to find the right topic to spark discussion, something that learners care about and yet may have different opinions about. So let's assume that we have these hot discussion topics. The next challenge is, how do we provide good answers? As there might be thousands of posts on any given day, it is infeasible, if not impossible, for the course team to provide answers to each individual question. This is where the learner community comes together to handle the sheer scale of such a massive class. The peer learning environment is one of the most distinctive features in a MOOC. Of course, there is still the issue of quality on forum posts that needs to be tackled. This leads up to the idea of community TAs. So what is a community TA? They are essentially learners from within a MOOC that have been chosen by the course team because of their capability to help other learners both effectively and in abundance. In a lot of MOOCs, recruitment of volunteer community TAs is a very effective strategy to handle the large scale of forum traffic. Although there are not many tangible incentives provided to community TAs at the moment, such as offering extra credit or stipends, the community TAs we have seen so far have been more than happy to really just help out learners. With each course is a unique cohort of learners. With that being said, course teams need to keep a vigilant eye on what they can do to engage learners. We have provided some general insights about forum management. Maybe you'll find out more.